Okay, we are recording. This is Kubernetes SIG Network from June 11th, 2020. Bridget, I think you should be able to share now if you...
Yeah, pulling that up now, I think.
Awesome.
Let's see. All right, so
looks good.
Proxy fails to add IPVS service. What do we think of this one? For those playing the home game, this is 92033.
Has anybody responded at the bottom already?
Scrolling down to look. We are triage
Nope.
and resolving. Nobody has looked at it. It looks like this person has done checks to see what versions it happens in. A fair amount of information requested has been filled out.
You can assign this one to me. I will do the first pass at least.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I did not see who said that.
That's Casey Davenport. So you...
Oh, I don't think I have the ability to do this.
Yeah, you gotta go down
Sorry.
to the bottom and then /assign.
Oh,
Casey
fantastic.
Davenport. Yeah.
I was just trying to do it in the clicky, which was not correct.
Only some people, basically Tim and a couple others, have the ability to directly edit.
And then I do it
Perfect.
like that.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then
Exactly.
the bot does the rest of the work. How exciting is that?
Casey, what are the rules on unresolved? The person clears that when they have done some minimal diagnosis, right?
Yeah, so we probably shouldn't be changing that here.
Right.
I will take a look at this issue, and if I can narrow it down to a bug or a feature request, then I'll update that.
All right. What happens next? Just keep going?
Yep.
Okay. Proxy leaves IPVS wait equals 0 after restarting. We have some repro. We have somebody who's trying to fix it with a commit, which may or may not be too drastic.
So
this says somebody is assigned, but it's not triaged.
Filed a PR, so I think we can just remove the triage flag at this point, right?
Yeah.
I can't edit labels.
Yeah, you have to use the bot again. So /remove /triage /unresolved. Remove -triage, or yeah.
Sorry.
Triage /unresolved.
Yep. If you see Athena bot commented.
I didn't look at the bots. Oh, I see. Remove -triage.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Literally, I'm volunteering for something that I read for 10 seconds about, so apologies for the slowness.
No, not at all. I appreciate it a lot.
Okay.
And I think you're doing a great job.
So this one's interesting because we don't have quite as much testing as some of the previous ones. And it looks like it's GKE specific, at least in terms of what's being reported, and saying that they expect some retransmission if something is timing out without warning.
I can take that one on. This is Rob Scott.
Hey. And what is your GitHub, Rob?
At Rob Scott, actually.
Wow. You must have made your GitHub very early to have gotten such a primo name.
Right.
I feel like most people are just kind of, shaking their fist at somebody who took the name that was rightfully theirs. Okay. Dual stack. Ooh, exciting.
You can assign this to me, Dan Winship.
Oh, fantastic.
That I already replied, but this is
okay. You can assign it to Antonio then.
No. But that's I was going to say. But it's better you to reply because he did a follow-up question about node addresses and this. This is to give you context.
Yes, that is me.
Okay. Awesome. Readiness and liveness. EKS, exciting. Kubernetes 1.13, sort of terrifying. Is 1.13 even still supported?
No, it's not.
Yeesh.
Um,
Okay, it looks like there's been some discussion.
if we're not sure about it and it's such an old version, we can often just ask the reporter if they can reproduce the issue on a newer version, a supported version of Kubernetes, and then leave it alone for 2 weeks. And then next time around, if they have not replied, then we can close it.
Okay, that sounds like a fairly minimal reply to them. Is it okay if I answer that, or
Yes,
do you have
yes, it is.
somebody? Okay.
Go right ahead. Well, you can even just do it right here. Just ask that person, have you?
Sure. I mean, I can. I was going to get
Yeah.
them a link to supported versions.
Sure. Let's do that.
So, but yeah, I will say that. Okay. In the interest of moving on, I can already see that people who are doing this more frequently probably go through and pre-open these all so that it's easier and faster.
That is true. They do, but it's not a problem this time.
Wow, well, this person is giving us a plethora of logs, which is exciting. And what do we think? Does anyone
what was the
look
kube
at
version down below? Keep going a little bit more environment. There we go. Okay, 118, so it's fairly recent.
And they have an overlay network of excitement just because, you know,
Right.
you have to have excitement.
Looks like another IPVS.
And also they're using Calico, so.
That's why I was saying there's excitement.
Casey's thinking.
You want to finish
thinking
that
hard.
sentence, Dan? I mean, I guess I already took another IPVS one, so you can send this one my way too.
Okay. Done.
But don't think that means that I take everything with Calico in the description.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sure. Okay.
I'm working on that.
Okay. And what is?
Yeah. And I was Rob and I.
Sorry, what was your GitHub handle?
AOJEA.
Oh, look at that. It's exactly the same as what I see right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
There's that other flaky UDP test. We triaged it a week ago. Anyways, maybe we can talk about it later. You can keep going.
I'm looking on those, and I have something.
Yeah, we could talk about it later.
Okay. Ooh, source IP not preserved. Oh,
looks like we're getting
112.
Yeah, that's pretty old. It looks like we're getting into ones that we handed out last time.
Yeah, it kind of does. This one should be assigned to Rob, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I think it's already assigned.
It's already assigned to Rob.
Oh, but then why did it come up in this triage unresolved?
Because he didn't remove the.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like if you scroll down
possibly
a bit here,
these are a bunch of older.
Yeah, these are all assigned to people already,
Okay,
which is great because we're right
that
up
means we're
at the
done.
15-minute mark.
Awesome.
Cool. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
Bridget.
This was fun. And I have one to answer now.
So I think next up was Laszlo.
Yeah,
Genosi.
hello. Hello, it's me.
Hey.
Yeah, this is about a enhancement proposal about supporting different protocols in the same service definition when the type of the service is load balancer. And actually we discussed through the CAP, and there was a proposal in it. And then Andrew proposed a different one. And the last update was that he would like to hear someone else's opinion as well from the expert team. And that is the current state. And well, the reason I'm here is to ask for some help in that, so that someone who was asked by Andrew would come please and check out this CAP so we could progress with this one. That's it.
Lalo, do you know if he asked someone in SIG Network or in cloud, in the SIG cloud provider? Because
I can take a look at this this is Bowie, but I won't be able to speak about all cloud providers and so forth.
Yeah, so what I did is that when this CAP was born, I shared this in the cloud provider mailing list as well. And as I understand, some people from there also commented it. Especially I got explicitly comments for, sorry, Ocean or something. But anyhow, I missed the cloud provider and I had to add it to the document because when I wrote the document, I wanted to list all the, let's say, major, of course, not all the cloud providers, but all the major ones, how they would handle such a situation when this would be turned on suddenly. And the document contains an analysis on the different cloud providers. And then we discussed how this feature could be enabled in a backward compatible way, the usual thing, with a feature gate. And then Andrew told that instead of a feature gate, we should have a different solution. And that proposal should be discussed further, according to my understanding. But
Okay, this is Bowie again. I can take a look from the GZE perspective. I'm reading through it right now.
Thank you.
But I will comment offline. I can't read that fast.
Thank you very much. That's all from my side.
Cool. Thanks, Bowie.
Thank you.
Bowie, you're actually up next. You want to talk about kubeproxy stuff?
Yeah, I think I don't remember why this. Maybe the bot. Oh yeah, that's right. The bot put the stale on here. So this came up because of this work around sort of like when can you upgrade or downgrade, and it seems like we don't have a very clear statement about what should be possible with kubeproxy and sort of like the rest of the system in terms of version skew.
I mean, it seems to me that during upgrades, you're gonna have at least some version skew, even if, you know, for 5 minutes or an hour or something like that. And you could have version skew both on the same node between kubeproxy and kubelet, and you could have version skew between nodes where some of the components are different versions, and that's just normal upgrade process. So it seems like we need some kind of compatibility guarantee. Although, as Dan points out in the issue, we've never had a problem in the past, but that's just because we've been lucky.
Yeah, we've actually changed the rules to add random fully since then, and are possibly changing them again with the PRI file today. So there actually are. But I mean, that just means that they'll fight over the definition of the rules back and forth until the other one gets upgraded. Won't actually horribly break anything.
Yeah, like, do you know where we would put this documentation if we wanted to follow up? Oh, I see. Page 2 update. Okay, Jordan has very conveniently put it here.
Yeah, it looks like
okay,
every
I can
other
follow
component
up
has that. Sorry.
I can follow up with a PR and then put everyone on it, and then we can comment there if it looks reasonable.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Yeah, Kube Proxy is definitely missing entirely from that page. Cool. Was that all, Bowie?
Yes.
Cool. David, shot.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm here from SIG Windows, and I wanted to raise awareness with SIG Network to discuss more exciting stuff. We have a PR that adds dual stack IP support to Windows. Let me paste it in chat as well. That I wanted to get some review from SIG Network from. Just to give an overview, most of the changes are in Windows Proxy, no surprises there. And dual stack networking can be enabled on Windows worker nodes using the same feature gates and flags that Linux already implements and exposes. So that IPv6 dual stack feature gate is the same on Windows. And the changes were also tested already as well together with the Azure CNI plugin at first. However, we hope to follow up with IPv6 support soon to some of the other Windows CNI reference plugins, assuming this lands. There's two limitations as well I should highlight that SIG Windows will be documenting. So right now on IPv4 today, Kubernetes and Windows pods support two main networking modes, L2 bridge and overlay. But the IPv6 support has only been added to L2 bridge now, which is something that we will have to document to users. And the second limitation is not so much networking related, but in terms of supported Windows OS builds, you need to make sure that you're running like the right platform build. And basically, this feature will be enabled through a cumulative update coming in August to actual like released Windows Server builds. Right now, it's only really capable to be run on like pre-release insider builds, they're called. So yeah, those are the two limitations. But other than that, the regular networking paths that you would expect to be supported should work on dual stack. So yeah, if anyone has other questions, this is a pretty broad topic. We're looking for some reviewers and feedback. So thank you.
Thanks, David. Is anyone on the call from the dual stack folks who's interested in taking a look at the PR?
I can.
Thanks, Kyle.
Antonio's already taken a look at it as well.
Yeah, but I I cannot help with the Windows bit. I think that they are looking for approval. If they say they tested, well, I added team for approval.
Yeah, I mean, as long as those of us who are experts on the Linux side and the generic Cube side and dual stack side think it's okay, you know, at this point, the Windows, SIG Windows signs off on the Windows bits, then I think we're good.
Yeah, that's all we're looking for, that would be great.
So, I mean, anybody who's doing dual stack stuff, if you can take a look at the issue from a dual stack perspective and, just see if you can think of any pitfalls, regardless of whether it's Windows or not, from the dual stack side.
Cool. Sorry about the siren. Gets a little bit noisy here sometimes. Live right downstream from a fire department and a hospital, so I get a lot of sirens. I think David Byron, you're the last on the agenda.
Yeah, this is me. I came a couple weeks ago begging for help to understand how big of a mess I made or how I could avoid making such a mess in the future. And had some good conversation here, posted a bunch of stuff in a Slack thread, and then there was dead silence. So I'm hoping to, I don't know how much there's worth talking about here, but I guess I was hoping to try to figure out how to move the thing forward as far as creating some additional documentation, or I don't know, whatever you guys think is right here. I'll post a link directly here so people who don't have the agenda open can see it. Is it worth me giving a short version of what I did again?
I mean, it might be. I feel like to reach a reasonable conclusion, it's going to need to be in the mailing list or Slack or something where people are able to digest it and chime in. It was mostly with, was it with Tim mostly you were discussing this last time?
I guess so. I think, is it Cal pointed to another issue, but that issue was about Etsy hosts, and I think mine is really about etsyresolve.conf.
We were wondering if the Etsy host related. Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, I really think I'm asking like much more sort of beginner level questions, so that I don't know, like I feel like this operation that I did is sort of an operation that at least many people might want to do, and if they need to be told don't do it, it'd be great to have a document explaining that, or if it's okay, it'd be great to have a document explaining that too, and then explaining how to do it safely. I think that's really what I'm looking for. I had to delete a bunch of pods and they came back again, and I don't know if I did them in the right order or if I did all the ones I had to do. These are the kind of questions I was asking. If it's easier to make a GitHub issue or send a message to the mailing list as opposed to a Slack thread, I'll try that. I realize I'm asking for people to actually spend time on this, so sometimes that's hard. Yeah,
I mean, my general advice would be to try and sort it out in a GitHub issue where, and it sounds like we may also want input from folks on the docs team about where this sort of content might live. So
yeah, I mean, I like the idea of a GitHub issue too. I was wondering, I don't remember this issue, but I was wondering if there's an end-to-end missing around this, but I don't remember it well enough. But I remember kind of wondering that when you brought it up the first time. Is there anything that approximates this? But I don't remember. Did you? Do we have anything in writing about it anywhere?
I mean, I didn't find anything, but I certainly didn't go to the level of looking through end-to-end tests to see there.
Okay, but as of now, there's nothing on the mailing list or in GitHub, right? As of now that we can look at, right?
Certainly nothing for me.
Okay. If you want to like do that, I can maybe, you can assign the issue to me, and maybe I can at least help figure out like what we can do for the docs perspective, and maybe we can do an end-to-end for it if it's a missing use case.
And yeah, I'm totally happy to be the person to write a doc. The trouble is I don't know what to write, or I won't be here. But but yes, and so if that's a way to do it, where I like come up with some structure, I don't know. It sounds like if JUnit 100, what's your actual name? Sorry.
Yeah, Jay.
Jay, and that's how to find you on GitHub also?
Yeah, yeah.
If you can help push this along, it may not even be that much work for people who know what's going on and covers more than me. It might not.
Maybe the best thing is we can Zoom after this. I'll just ping you on Slack. I'll be around. We can Zoom for 10 minutes after this and do it together.
That's perfect. Thanks so much.
Cool. Thanks, Jay. I think a GitHub issue will help us just write down all of our thoughts and come to a sensible conclusion. And then hopefully at that point, it'll be really easy to come up with what the right docs contents are. But I'm afraid I can't fully remember everything that was discussed last time, and do want to keep going in circles on it.
Great. Yeah, it's in the Slack thread, but I bet a GitHub issue will work better.
Great. So that's the end of our agenda today. Were there any other topics that folks didn't get a chance to add that wanted to discuss?
I have a very different question. Anybody is looking on deploying quick load balancers on Kubernetes? Anybody has dealt with that? If you did, I would love to talk to you.
Quick as in the UDP new.
Quick has some quirks around the client ID, connection IDs, and stuff like that. And there are ways using the cluster traffic policy local and like about anti-affinities. I'm interested to see if somebody actually used that, and love to know, because I do believe that we're gonna have a gap somewhere, right? I'm just not sure yet. So let me know if you did quick, right? That's my my GitHub. Just reach out, please, or anything. I'm available everywhere. Thank you.
You might also want to ping on the mailing list. I see 25 people here.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
Okay, pretty short meeting today. I'll give you all half an hour back and see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks
Cheers,
much.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.